Alright, welcome back. It is September 1st. First day of the playtest. Technically it's September 2nd because it's so late. This is Class&Cool, and today we're going to be hopping into some monsters and memories. Hope everyone's been having a great week. Whoever's in the United States probably had a day off for Labor Day. Yeah, I got a couple days where I don't need to be at work, so I'm going to be hopping into some monsters and memories. For those that don't know, people that have played games like EverQuest or World of Warcraft may have already heard of Monsters and Memories, but it is a classically inspired MMORPG. We've talked about it at great lengths, and yeah, it just tries to go back to the days when MMOs were fun. No nostalgia bait, just specific gameplay mechanics and difficulty that just makes the world feel lived in, and overall just a great experience. Matter of fact, here I'm gonna play a quick what am I gonna do? It's a trailer, so let's do that, and then we'll hop back into Monsters and Memories. Alright, everything should be queued up. Here we go. Alright, so there you have it. So there you have it. At the end of the video, hopefully you caught that, but it gives you a sneak peek into when the next playtests are going to be. So right now it's a 7-day playtest from September 1st to September 7th. And then I think from November 1st to November 10th. So this is all alpha. So there's a lot of stuff in development. And I think they're planning to go into early access around like Q1 of 2026. Me personally, I've been involved in a few of these alpha tests, and man, I've been having a blast. So without further ado, let's relax, chill, get our mind off of the stuff that's not important, or maybe it is important, that's why you want to get your mind off of it, and focus on some Monsters and Memories. So here we are. We have a level 8 Wood Elf Bard by the name of Tempo. I have plans in the future to mess around with the Druid and a Ranger and all that stuff, but I kind of want to continue where we left off last time. I don't really have a plan, so we're just gonna hop in and see where this takes us. Let me just make sure I got all my settings here. Yep, looks about right. Alright, there you go. We are in Vale of Zentar. Oh, I remember now. This is like Sand Giant Land or Skeleton Giant. I'm like so way off the beaten path, it's not even funny. So, wish me luck. Because I'm gonna need it. And my little level 8 bard. It's ridiculous. I might as well open up the chat and see how everyone else is doing. See if anyone is still on. I mean, it's so late. I expect everyone to be in bed by now. Let's see. That was 2:47. Yeah. You guys were on here since 12:53 in the morning. Some of you probably dropped off waiting for the stream to start. Oh God! Oh no. This is so bad already. Crap. Where's my spell book? I forgot how to play a bard, so let's remember. Hey, let's chill. This is supposed to be a relaxing, chill stream. We don't need to stress. Anyways, let's catch up on the chat. For all of you that have been here waiting for the stream to start. Not really waiting for the stream to start. That makes it sound weird. But the ones that saw that I was like, yeah, I'm going to go online at midnight. That never happened. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. So let me just give some shout outs. Classic EverQuest. What's up, brother? Salty EQ Vet. Hey, brother. And let's see. ZBrushed. Good to see you. I see ZBrush said something just a minute ago. Oh man, how you doing, class? Hope you be digging the new elves. Yeah, so I have not really taken a look at them. This is my first time seeing it. But this looks good. Let me see what he looks like without the hat. Because I noticed the ears are a little different now too. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's clean. Hold on, I'm gonna get a close-up. Except for that sun is not helping right now. No, that looks sharp. That looks really sharp. Of course, it means I'm gonna go have to play around with the character creator. I also noticed that there's some new UI elements. So this right here looks different. I guess it's the spell book is there now. What does this do? Ooh, look at this. Hold on, timeout. So I can make it look low profile like this. I kind of like it the other way though. I like to see the spell names. And what is this? Oh my gosh. I know some people, especially the WoW players, are happy for this. Now it looks a lot more like, yeah. No, but this is cool. I really like the new UI. I'm gonna keep it like this just because I love seeing the names. Especially like when you're panicking and you forget how to use your keyboard and everything. It comes in clutch. Alright, so I still have throwing daggers. Why doesn't it go in the ammo slot? It's weird. Oh, it's because they're two different types of daggers. We're gonna save these. Alright, what else is new? Inventory. That's my factions, faith, ledger. I have no idea what ledger even does. Let's see here. Guild, social. Oh, darn it. I guess the new update didn't add any friends for me. Shucks. Yeah, ZBrush. That was a long-winded way of saying I like them. I like it a lot. Good job. Classic EverQuest said, "What's up, Z?" Look at this guy though. He looks. Oh crap. I'm assuming everything here wants to kill me. No, the snake doesn't want to kill me. What is that? Hold on. So, isn't this the thing that you see when you're, this is, okay, this building right here? Hold on. Let's try not to die. Dude, look at the way the sun is setting with these guys. Yeah, so this is that, the castle from, Night Harbor. You know the one that's in all of my pictures where you can see the castle? That's it. Oh man. That's crazy. A Destrin Venator. So yeah, everything here definitely wants to kill me. What the heck is that? Dude, I noticed something was darker around the corner, and I literally thought it was just a cloud. There's a whole freaking castle up there. You know, I never thought you could have... I was never a fan of like sand or anything to do with the desert. I think the only time I really liked the desert was that game Quest for Glory. I think it was Quest for Glory 2. But they really are doing a good job with the desert. Just looks cool. This gives off Southern Row, Northern Row vibes. I really have no idea where I'm going. And it's about to get dark and dangerous. Oh my gosh, this is... As usual, I'm up to my own antics, but hopefully all you guys are doing well. Oh, apparently my chat got stuck. Classic EverQuest said, that turban though. ZBrush said, how do I do this without killing myself? Yo, and look at the way the eyes are glowing. So the ones right in front of me, these guys have red eyes, and you can see them from far away. And then this guy has like, oh, this guy has green eyes. I'm gonna go this way. That looks like a tower or something. Oh man, I had one hell of a day. Smoke detectors woke me up early. Mobile on my primary computer died, so had to do a full teardown of the main rig. Luckily, it is still under warranty. Dude, that is a big blower. I'm so sorry to hear that. And yeah, you're right. That it's a good thing everything is under warranty, but I mean, no matter how you cut it, it's like, for example, when I got the Rodecaster Duo, which is what controls all the audio for this and the mic, initially there were some issues, and I got it with the plan. I was gonna have a streaming schedule and all this other stuff, and it knocked me back like almost 3 weeks because of the warranty process. It was just such a pain. And what I did to circumvent that is, obviously you're not going to be able to do something like this, but I purchased a lot of things from Amazon. So what I did is I reached out to Rode, the warranty team, and basically said, yo, here's my situation. They're like, yeah, you're going to have to pay for return shipping, and send it back to us and we'll look at it. I'm like, can't you just send me a new one in the meantime? Because I guess it was like a known issue. Long story short, they said nope. And I'm like, well, you know what? Screw this. I bought it off Amazon. It's defective. I'm going to send it back to Amazon and mark it defective so somebody else doesn't accidentally buy it, because I can't stand it when you buy something used from Amazon because some schmuck decided to just put it back as if it's new in box for the next person to buy. So that's one thing I do whenever I return something to Amazon. If I didn't open it, I will mark brand new inbox, not open. If I did open it and it was defective, I make a note of it so it doesn't get sold to the next me. So that's what I did. I returned the defective item to Amazon. I think I got overnight shipping for the replacement, and it was easy. But in your case, that's not easy, dude. So I'm sorry to hear that. All right, this looks like a safe spot to chill. There's some crazy camps over here. Yo, famous last words. Yeah, this looks like a safe place to chill. Let me hug the wall really quick. I want to check this building out. It looks cool. New ears, new faces. Yeah, ZBrush, they look really good. You guys are crushing it. Every single time I see this world come to life a little bit more. And I mean, look at this, dude. I really don't want to. What is that? Dude, there's a literal freaking beam of light over here. Dude, just, all right, everybody shut up. Me first. Me. Because I'm drooling here. Let's slow down. Let's do a pan view. Because this is my first time seeing this. Bro. I mean, that's crazy. All right. Anyways, sorry, I really wanted to take a moment there and enjoy that. Cool. More stuff to discover over there. Dang, that sucks, man. ZBrush said, yeah, on the backup now, but still unfortunate. Sorry to hear that, bro. Classic says, holy Nexoramus. I think I saw that from the boat ride. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. ZBrush said, new desktop background. I think that is the lasers are waterfalls not getting affected by time of day. Oh, yeah. That, yeah, it does look like a waterfall from here. Speaking of waterfall, I was going to take a boat ride last time and I fell off the boat and I just thought, this is so... I'm not big on nostalgia. Like, for example, I don't play EverQuest for nostalgia. Okay, wait, let me word that differently. Like, I do, but I don't. Like, let's say I take a 2-year break from EverQuest. I come back to P99 or Quorum. I don't play on live service. I stopped playing on live service in 2004 and never looked back. But when I go on the emulated servers, initially I get that itch, right? It's that nostalgia factor. But after that, I'm just like, no, I'm just having more fun with this game than any other game I have in my Steam library. I have a backlog of a couple hundred games, and I literally don't play any of them. So there's some nostalgia, but when it comes to this, it's like I don't feel any kind of nostalgia. Like, oh, I feel like I'm back in EverQuest. I feel like I'm in a completely different world, completely different game. The game is just fun. You know, I've been trying a lot of random games lately, and every single time I log into this world, I'm just like, I want to be here. I want to hang out here. You know, I want to go to places where I don't belong. Or I just want to do some mindless merchant hopping. Okay, so let's see. Do these guys want to kill me? All right, looks like I'm safe. Nice. And I love running into these random safe spots. Majestic said, yo, finally watching you play while I play. You got me to check the game out. Thank you, legend. Hey, dude, that is the biggest compliment you could possibly give. If somebody says, I learned about Monsters and Memories because of you, that is the highest praise right there. So I appreciate that. And thank you for checking out Monsters and Memories. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't work for them. I have absolutely no contribution to the project, even though I wish I was more talented so I could do some stuff. But regardless, see, I can probably fix that. I'll go into Unity and fix that for them. I'll be their bug fixer. But yeah, not affiliated with them, but I be glazing. They see me glazing. They rolling, patrolling, they're trying to catch me riding, glazing. I don't know. I can't even remix something right now. I should remix that whole song. I used to do music, so I used to do sound engineering. I used to rap, and I used to make instrumentals. I can see myself remixing that whole song and making it about Eminem. You see me glazing, it's monsters. The monsters and memories got me going. You know it got me going. You know I'm definitely glazing. It would be like one of those Weird Al Yankovic remixes. I used to do that stuff as a kid all the time. I'd take like some kind of serious song, like it would be like Biggie, Tupac, or it'd be 3-6 something, and I'd remix it into just something goofy and stupid. But yeah, Majestic, that's freaking awesome, dude. I'm glad you're playing the game. So I decided to get off the beaten path, so we're gonna see where this takes us. Oh, what's this guy doing? Ready to attack. Yeah. You know, on one of my last streams, I think it was like day 4. What the heck? I was just about to say, the cool thing about Eminem is you can walk over a friggin' sand dune and then you just like, the whole world opens up. And that's what happened to me last time. I was literally running through Sungreed Strand, or whatever the other zone is called. And I saw a sand giant and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna hit the sand giant because I just want to see like how hard they hit, if he can catch me, is my run spell faster than him. I'm like, I'll just run him to the zone, no problem. And I'm running through, it's called Shaded Dunes. So I'm running through Shaded Dunes and I'm like, aha, this is funny, he's chasing me. All of a sudden, I go over a sand dune and what do I see? I see a camp similar to this. So I'm like, oh crap, because there's mobs. So now I'm going to have to dodge the sand giant chasing me, but I'm going to have to maneuver because I think all the mobs were red. But the thing is, there were no mobs because there was a group of like 6, or maybe there was even 2 groups. It was like a lot of people. It looked like there was at least 8 people there, and they were just camping. They were just hunting, minding their own business. And I ended up running right through them with the sand giant. Now, that by itself doesn't do anything, right? You have aggro, the sand giant's coming after you. Running through a group will do nothing to harm those people. It's only when you lose aggro, when it becomes an issue. So I'm like, it was like funny to see it right in front of me because I went over the sand dune, but at the end of the day, I was just like, okay. they probably got freaked out seeing a sand giant run, but no harm, no foul. What I didn't realize is that when I zoned out, the sand giant walked back to his spawn point, and it just so happened to go right through that same group that I ran through originally. But a sand giant's huge. Hey, Class&Cool, don't you think they would have seen him coming? Yes. Under normal circumstances, you'd see a sand giant and he's coming up to your camp and everyone moves. But what happened is the sand giant went in the water. There was a body of water. It was a little pond, and it was surrounded by this bandit camp. They were sitting on the west side of the camp, looking over to the water. They had already cleared the camp, and the sand giant was in the water, swimming back to his spawn point. So before he knew it, the sand giant just popped out of the water. They didn't see him, and it's nighttime. And all just chaos broke out. It was funny because it was completely unintentional. It's one of those things where it's like, I love this game. Like, at the end of the day, we're playing a video game, so it's not like anyone got hurt in real life. Lighten up, bruh. But I think I remember memories like that where like sheer terror would pop up. I'm like, oh crap, a sand giant. And the fact that we're reliving those experiences here is flipping awesome. What is all that? Is that fire? Dude, I don't know where I'm going. Anyways, Majestic said, I've been watching your videos while doing cardio in the gym. Hanging for today. Currently level 3 paladin, trying to figure it out. Yep, that's the name of the game. Figuring it out. I still have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm one of those like casual slow players, so I like I don't min max. I'm not good, right? I mean, I could be good, but I just don't see. How do I say this? I just don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to run around, have fun, do a trade skill, maybe group, maybe solo. You know what I mean? As long as the game respects my time. And I feel like games like EverQuest, games like Monsters and Memories, they respect my time because they're not forcing me into like a linear progression. They're basically saying, hey, just do whatever you want. If you only have 10 minutes to play, I don't know, go do a merchant run and buy your next spells or do something like that. If you have 30 minutes, you can go gather some stuff or maybe go solo that mob and see if that loot drops that you've been looking for. If you have an hour, and maybe you can get a little bit more creative and oh my gosh. If you have 3 hours, then you can do all of the above and you can probably find a good group, right? That's my definition of the game respects my time. When it's a linear game and it has to be this, that, or that, sooner or later you get to a point where the only next step is to hit XYZ dungeon. And that XYZ dungeon requires a certain amount of time of commitment. My commitment levels fluctuate all the time. I don't have like a set commitment level, as you can see by what happened tonight. I was supposed to be here at like midnight, and it turned out to be 3 a.m. So I wonder if I can find a boat. That would be nice. I wonder if fall damage is in the game. Should I? Oh my gosh! What the heck, man? I keep finding stuff that's just freaking me out. Look, and this is what I love too. Look at the draw distance, man. This is so cool. Like, you just need to turn around and it's like, oh man, what a view. And there's like so many different camps and so many different places to be. And look, there's the castle I told you guys about. So this is like the tippity top of it, but you can normally see this from Night Harbor. Let me see what time it is. Maybe the sun will rise. Oh, it's Earth time is 3:11 a.m. Hey, 3:11. Who here likes 3:11? Love 3:11. Game time 11 p.m. So we got a bit of time before it's morning. So, and I think it's a good thing that it's not morning because I kind of don't want to spoil this for other people. I mean, obviously it's alpha, so a lot of this is subject to change, but still, you guys need to go have your own adventure. Okay, yeah, fall damage is currently disabled. And I don't want to take that away from anyone. You guys enjoy Eminem however you guys want to enjoy it. ZBrush said it is. Fall damage is live again. Really? It says you would have taken damage. I mean, I trust you, but let me just jump. Actually, this is a bad place to jump because I'll be trapped. Yeah, I don't want to be stuck on the beach. All this makes me really curious about the lore of this entire area. Like, why is everyone so big here? Are these like fallen angels or Nephilim? And, you know, is the oxygen thicker here or something? Whatever it is, it looks cool. I'll be right back. All right, and I'm back. Classic EverQuest had wonderful view. It really is. And I just hope to see more of it, you know? Like, they're laying the foundation for this world right now. And there's a lot more stuff they can sprinkle into the desert. Excuse me. Sprinkle into the desert. There's a lot of green zones where they can take it to the next level. I mean, you know, the hardest thing is to... What? Did it just get darker? Bro, why is it getting darker? Yo, it literally got darker. Do you guys see this? What the freak is happening, guys? Dude, that was creepy. I was just gonna say, like, what the heck? So anyways, just for anyone watching online wondering why the screen's black, it's not because the lighting is off. I think this is intentional. Like, you get night darkness in this area. Because notice how everything else is still bright, but things are getting darker and darker. Oh God. Oh jeez. I thought somebody attacked me, but that was just me singing the song. Oh, that was an actual jump scare. Anyways, I forgot what I was even saying. Dude, so there's something over here where I just walked through, like some kind of dark energy or something, I think. There's something here. Look at this. Look how dark it is. Only when I'm standing in this area. And it makes me wonder, is like there a portal over here, or is there some kind of dungeon nearby? But this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about, dude. Like, you can sprinkle in so much stuff that you could never do in EverQuest just because of the limitations. But with the new, you know, not new, but with all the technology we have now, the atmospheric effects, the lighting effects, blah, 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 blah. You get it. Look at all this, man. So yeah, wonderful view, and there's so much more to come. What I was saying is, the hard part is creating the fun. You know, laying the foundation so that the game is fun. And in this game, the game is already fun. They already have the foundation. Now all they literally have to do is build on what they already have and not screw it up. Now, fortunately, they are an indie dev team, and they are completely relying on their own investment right now. So that means they have the creative freedom to build this game how they want to. So as long as they just stay on their vision, like, it's finished. Just let them cook, and it's going to come out great. I've seen way too many projects, like, you know, I was really excited for Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. I have been following that game since 2014. I remember when Brad McQuaid first announced it. I used to consume every single article and every single piece of digital literature on it, videos, anything I can get my hands on. And I was just like patiently waiting, you know. You know, even after Brad McQuaid passed away, unfortunately, I was like, you know, it sounds like they want to keep his vision and keep going. But yeah, I feel like staying with your vision is super important. And that makes all the difference. Is that a boat? Yeah, that's a boat. Kind of wish I can get on the boat. Oh crap. Oh. Well, there you go. The Bash Flash, even that went away. Yeah, I really enjoyed Baz Flash. He had some really fun videos, and he actually did a really good one like a few years ago, and he went over like the development history of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, and he basically explained why people like me continued to support Pantheon for such a long time. Because there was a lot of ups and downs and things that they ran into, funding issues, and you know, obviously Brad passing away, that was huge, but he went into explaining a lot of that, and I feel like the biggest issue is that they tried to be a company before they really had, before they were grounded. Like the M&M team, I feel like they're not trying to be a company. They're just trying to get like-minded people together to see, it's like, hey, can we create something cool? And it's like what a true passion project is about. Not just saying, oh, it's a passion project, but actually being like, we don't have any money. No one is paying us. No one's coming to fund us. We were not getting a publisher. Do you want to create XYZ type of game? And if the answer is yes, we're a small group of devs that have full-time jobs and families and all this other stuff. We'll try to piece this game together, and if it works, great, and if not, well, it was a fun little project. Fast forward 4 years, and now we are in 2025, and they went from having these it was like a Unity engine playtest where instead of NPCs there were these little bubbles, like pillboxes, and with a ragtag team of just like people that came from various backgrounds like EverQuest and World of Warcraft and all that stuff. And just to come together the way they did and to get this far is crazy. And that's what I was saying earlier. It's like, instead of trying to be a company, like first try to see if you have something special that people, that you first of all that will enjoy, but also that other people are ultimately gonna have fun with. And yeah, I think Monsters and Memories does that. So yeah, even though there's no boat, I decided to see what would happen if I swim this way. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll get my swim skill up, but I'm genuinely curious to see what's over there. Imagine running into like some kind of Goliath, not a Goliath, but you know those big sword, I mean, I was gonna say swordfish. Imagine running into one of those big fish, Megalodon or whatever, and I end up having to go on a corpse run in the middle of the ocean. Oh crap, what just happened? Robert Engstrand said, hey, Class&Cool and Co. Good to see you, Robert. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure vibing to your Monsters and Memories music, but also just to have you here. Fortunately for you, it's probably daytime over where you're at. Oh. Glug, glug, glug. Ooh, I see something in the distance. Right. I hope I didn't glitch out. Looks like I did. It's like I'm stuck in the water. Let me see if I can fix this. Wait. Oh crap, I reached some kind of like sand dune or an island or something. It's like a beach. What do you call those? Like sand beaches? Well, that's cool. Robert said, "Hey, Classic, how's it going?" Oh, that's for Classic EverQuest. I always get confused because the whole purpose of the name Class&Cool is supposed to mean classical. Just you say it fast. Class&Cool, classical. It's a play on words. But then my good friend Classic EverQuest is here. And his name literally is Classic. Alright, looks like the sun is rising. Oh. Oh. Alright, we're gonna swim. We're gonna go there, dude. We're gonna make it over. Our swimming skill has increased to 27. Let's go. I remember in EverQuest, I used to try to get my swim skill up. And I remember I'd be in Butcher Block in Butcher Block Mountains, and I would swim at the Butcher Block port, and I'd find like a spot, and I would just like glitch myself, so I keep moving, and I keep raising the skill. And then when they fixed that, I think I took like a little weight, and I made myself go forward and like strafe, and that way I would just go in circles and try to raise my swimming skill up. Talk about a hacker, man. Oh man, look at the sun, dude, coming up. I really want to be above water while this happens. I hope I can get to some land really quick so I can watch the sunrise. Either way, we're making progress. Who needs a boat when you can just swim? Oh, look, what is this? Is this like a current, or is this just lighting? I feel like this is like a current, which would be pretty cool if they have like rough currents in the ocean. So like when you're in certain parts of the ocean. Oh, look at that. It's about to be daytime. Come on, hurry up. I want to catch the sunrise. Oh, I'm stuck. Alright. Are we gonna catch the sunrise? Yo, we are. Oh, let's see if I can get this shot. Look at the sun coming up through that. This is so cool. And look, there's another castle over there. Do you see that castle in the distance? Hold on. Alright, look where my mouse cursor is. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're almost at land. I don't want to miss this. I don't want to miss this. I don't want to miss this. And look, you can see the... Oh man, this is so cool. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, even in its current state, there's so much more that can be added to make this whole area look even cooler than it already is. Like, I'm not saying it's missing anything. It's not. It's obviously just needs to be filled in with the content that they've already planned on, you know? They're probably going to make some parts deeper, or maybe add some deep underwater dungeons or whatnot. Alright, actually, I'm gonna be right back, folks. I need to go help somebody. Oh, I think there's a spot for me to stop. Dang, I really wish I was at land right now. I gotta step away for 2 seconds and this is not helping. Alright. Alright, we made it. Alright, I'll be right back. All right. Well, that definitely was longer than expected. For those of you that are still here, I had to step away. Oh my gosh. Zukin. Yo, no way. I got one of the devs in front of me right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh man. Hey brother. Oh man. Zukin, yeah, Zukin is the coolest. Between him and ZBrushed and I think a couple other people, he's the one to thank for all the beautiful artwork. Zukin sheds their flesh as their mind surges. Oh, nice. He said, "Sup, dude? Chillin' and exploring, seeing what kind of trouble I can get into." I just realized this whole time I wasn't wearing my helmet, but oh, you know what? And guys, I apologize, but we gotta make this accurate. My gamma was up because it was nighttime, so this is what it actually looks like. I haven't looked around this zone much myself. I actually swam across the ocean to get here. Zukin said, "I took the boat ride from Night Harbor to Elftown earlier today." Oh, nice. I fell off the boat during the last playtest. Yeah, that was great. Nothing like falling off of a boat. Ha ha. Ha ha. Zukin said, "Must have been an easy swim. I hear wood floats." Because I'm a wood elf. He got me. Zukin says, "Seems really easy to fall off that boat." So since he's gonna make wood elf jokes, he said it seems really easy to fall off that boat. And I said, as a wood elf, it rejected me out of jealousy. Anyhoot, I'll let you continue your adventures. Just saw you on and thought I'd come say hi. Always a pleasure. Thank you, man. If I could bow properly. Nice. Hold on. I should have freaking grabbed a better screenshot. Let me see. Come back. Come back. Come back. Yeah, you heard me. Ding, 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 ding. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Wait. Alright, ready? Cheer. Oh, cheer. Alright. That was good. Alright. That's awesome. We're like oh, look, there's the boat. There's the boat. I see it. Okay, Costa Pirate. These guys won't kill me. So you guys see the boat in the distance? There it goes. Let's see if we can catch the boat. And let's see, do you guys have anything? Yo, they updated the fire design or whatever. Majestic Seg, haha, that's cool. Zukin Sculpt said the gang's all here. Skullcat said, LOL, love the skeleton wizard. Dude, it really is a cool skeleton wizard. I'm still kind of in Photoshop mode, or photography mode. This feels a lot cooler in person. I don't really think watching somebody run around does this justice. And obviously it's still alpha, but I mean there's so much potential. This is gonna be oh god. Oh my gosh, is that Saddam? Is that sand giant Saddam Hussein? Look at his beard, mustache. Skullcat said, what zone is this? Sorry if you answered already. I left for a while. You know what? I have no ideas. I have no idea. So it's, we are in shallow shells. Hence it being shallow. That's probably why. Oh gosh. I think I almost aggroed him. I'm in a pickle right now. I really don't want to. Hold on, let's see if I can take a screenshot. I'll just take a few panning shots. A fire giant refugee. So he's not only fire, but he's also a G. Oh, this is so cool, man. Skullcat said, "Oh, you're crazy running through a sand giant camp." Yeah, it wouldn't be my first time. The only difference is that I don't have a zone line nearby to save me. Like, if I aggro this, it's over. And believe it or not, this is exactly what I used to do in Classic EverQuest. I used to go to crazy high-level places, and I've told this story before, but what I like about games like this is they don't force you into like okay, you're gonna level here from level 1 to 10, here from 20 to 30. Like, you can go anywhere you want. There's no restriction. You'll probably die, but there's no restriction. And what I really liked about that is I would go to some really high level zones. Oh, what the heck is that? No flipping way, dude. Okay, so I'd go to some really high level zones, and I'd see these people fighting, you know, trash mobs. But these are like level 45, level 50 trash mobs. And I would collect the finest steel weapons because they're all level 50 and above. They don't want that stuff. And I'd be a level 1 going into a place I had no business. Now, it wasn't easy getting there, so it's not like EverQuest was just like, oh yeah, sure, you can go anywhere you want. It's like, it's extremely difficult what I was doing. And this was literally in the early 2000s. I think it was 2002. I was 14 years old, and this was right around the time that Luckland, or as I like to call it, Looseland, came out, and I was on the Tunair server. And yeah, man, I would like do crazy stuff. Let me actually show you guys something. Hold on. Let me. I found this recently, and I think you guys are gonna. This is really cool. Just hold up. Found a little nostalgia folder. Childhood photos, miscellaneous, random pics. Trying to find one that's worth sharing. Oops. This is a JPEG file. Use photos just once. All right, who remembers this? You guys remember this website, EQ Druids? Okay, so that's one. That's not the fun one, I promise. So this is one of my characters from back in the day. Oops. His name was Castillo, and since we're literally at the beach, this is where I used to hunt the sirens. So that's one. This one, check this out. You guys are gonna love this. This is my warrior Drake. This is actually the one where I would go out and do the whatever. I'd run to high level zones, but I took a screenshot back then of me training a bunch of Crushborn orcs, and this is literally from 2002. So you're looking at an actual screenshot of what EQ looked like back then. And let me just, I'm gonna pull up the metadata so you guys can see it. So properties, I really don't want to share my private stuff here. How do I do this where I don't dox myself? Okay. Okay, here, I figured out a way, I think. Okay, I'll show this, and then this is the last one. Okay, there you go. Oops. So, see the same photo, it says train JPEG properties. It was modified on Saturday, April 13th, 2002 at 9:28 a.m. Ah, man. Good freaking times, dude. And look, I found a GM event from that same year. And I guarantee you, what's his face? A loving robot probably knew who this person was, because it was one of the GMs. Ninoa the Peacemaker, Order of Tenair. What else? What else is worth looking at? Hold on. Oh, this is this is my boy. Swifty, Stormcrows, Warrior of the 23rd season, Tenair server. That's crazy. This is my druid, Castillo, in Stormcrows. I never score crits. Alright, let's see, maybe one more. And apparently, hold on. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna share this one. Nah, I'm not gonna. There's some things that you just don't want to share. All right, let me find one more thing, and we're done. I promise we're gonna move on from this. Draco's, Dave's essay, EQ tricks, EQ, word. Okay, I'm gonna read this to you. This is from 2002. Ready? This is how I used to talk to other people in EQ back then. So this is an email I wrote. Yo, Defy, what's up? Yo, let me make this brief. I need to ask a favor of you. Was wondering if on April 21st, 20th, from 5 to 7, if possible, I could borrow your character. I have this alt that I have to get to a decent level fast. I already planned where to go and I hooked up my 2 computers next to each other. Anyways, reply if you're interested. I'll only need your account for a few hours, and today, Friday, would be the best day. Don't recommend you talk to me about this in game about this topic for reasons we all know. Cough, cough, variant cough. But reply to this email ASAP. Thanks in advance. P.S. I asked Delanor already, but unfortunately he's busy on one of those 2 days. If you do this for me, I will get you some nice ranger item. Get help from C-Screet and Tolwyn also. And Darstiff, Illuvite, Druid of the 34th Bod. Oh yeah, ID leveled, so Druid of the 34th Glade. Valenzac. So this is back when, and it says Valenzac Barshu, like Bashu. So this was one of my characters from the Valenzac server. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's awesome, dude. Classic. Skokat said, I remember the Druid's Grove. Oh, sorry, back up a little. Zukin Sculpt said, dude, lots of cool stuff on this one island. Yeah, I want to explore it some more, but I got distracted. Skullcat said, I remember the Druid's Grove. All those red halflings. Yeah, classic. Evergo said, awesome memories. I wish I had screenshots from back then. Oh, I had a lot more, and they're all gone. So, kind of sad. Skullcat said, don't want to share. Is it an embarrassing picture of you in your leaf speedo drunk off elven wine at Frostfell party? Yeah. Bet you wrote, Zukin said, bet you wrote that email with the hat on backwards. Oh, don't make me do it. Hold on. Don't. And me, nobody's making me do it. I just think it's funny you say that because, I don't think I was wearing a hat. But I was like a bit of a gangster back then. What's up, dog? What up, dog? All right, man. That's not, now we're just getting dumb. I mean, I'm being dumb because nobody needs to see that. All right, we're done. Nice going down memory lane. Oh man, this is such a freaking cool place to be. Look at this guy, dude. I could literally just take a screenshot of this and be happy. Dude, let's go explore. What are we doing? We're over here like, I started this whole stream talking about how like, I don't like nostalgia, and I'm being all nostalgic and wishy-washy. Alright, let's see. Oh, look at that freaking sun, dude. Oh my gosh, there's a whole freaking thing in here. Yo, I love it when they take little islands like this and they just like jam pack it with stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there's whatever this is. There's probably some other stuff, and then some more stuff, and then some more stuff. Like, yeah, just diversify it. Like, they could even put a cave in here that goes underground, and it can, like, when you go down into the cave, there could be like waterfalls in that cave underwater, because it's going to be below the island. Like, for example, like right here, imagine if you swim down and you go into this like cave, and it's all underwater until you swim up to the top and you enter into a cave system, and there's like random waterfalls, but for some reason, because the island is so whatever, the underground waterfalls are illuminated, so there's actual light down there, but it's from the actual water. And there could be some crazy lore back there. So this guy is cool with me. We found a guard. Dude, what the heck, man? I love this game. I freaking love this game. I love this game, man. This game is a freaking vibe, dude. This is such a vibe. I really, like, thank you, dude. Like, you know what it gives off the vibe? You know how sometimes you're like, you live in a major city, right? And say there's like water, like Washington, D.C. or whatever, or New York, and you're sitting by the harbor, right? And it's a little bit like rough around the edges where you're sitting, but you can see the New York skyline in the distance, or you see like a tall little building or like some kind of casino. I feel that way right here. Like, I'm here at a random pirate place, but way in the distance there's an illuminated castle. Whether it's good or bad, as far as like allegiance, it just looks freaking cool. I think this whole day one of the 7-day playtest is just gonna be me glazing. You see me glazing. Dude. A claw enforcer. At least instead of a law enforcer, it's a claw enforcer. Alright guys, I hate to do this, but it's a little harder to see on stream, so I'm doing this for y'all. Normally I wouldn't turn up the gamma, but I will in this case. This reminds me of that World of Warcraft thing, where there's like a whole dungeon on a boat. Oh, a goblin drunk. As long as you don't attack me. Oh, look at this little goblin. Bro, this is so cool. Oh, we found a merchant. Do I need any food or water? I actually do. Let's buy 15 of these. And let's buy 16 of these. That actually came in clutch because we definitely need to make sure we don't run out of food and water. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's probably better to have food than to not. Right? Gallows. This guy probably... This guy looks like a boss. Alright, let's keep going up. I want to see the castle. I kind of wish I was on a druid right now, so if I need to, I can just gate. But nope. That's dope, and that's where we came from. Skullcat said, that's generally how I like to go about my life. Making sure you have food and water. Amen to that. Food. Oh, I get it. Food versus nay food. Definitely better to have food rather than nay food. Let's see if I can parkour up here. Ah, this is as high as I can go. You know what? I probably could have made it to the top of that. Let's see. Persnickety tried playing today, but the lag was just more than I could handle. I wouldn't be surprised if you had some lag in the city, but I'm getting about 124 milliseconds and 80 frames per second. Yeah, you were probably in the main city of Night Harbor, because that's a single zone, and usually on the first day of the playtest there's like 500, 600 people in one zone. So yeah, that's a possibility. Also remember, I'm fortunate that I have a very beefy computer, but if you change the quality level to something like performance and adjust the target frame rate, I think there's something else in here. Oh, here's the biggest tip I can give you. Type /corpse hide PC. Oops. Corpse hide. Or no, it's /hide corpse. Hide corpse PC. Okay. When you type in /hide corpse PC, it means player character. So that means all the other corpses of other players, it will it just won't render them. It won't load them. And what that's gonna do is, when you're in Night Harbor and there's 600 people in a single zone, which is unheard of, it will get rid of all the corpses, and that will actually reduce your lag substantially. I haven't been in Night Harbor today because I'm all the way over here, but just a little thing that might help out. Persnickety say, I may try in a day or so, people spread out to other zones. Yeah, for sure. And the way Night Harbor is built up, there's still going to be tons of people there, but some people are just coming in to like see what M&M is about, and they're going to be like, oh, this is great, or they're going to be like, oh, this is junk, I'm never coming back. And some people will be like, oh, this is great, but I'm not coming back to early access, which by all means, it's like, this is an alpha, so you're not going to want to get too invested. So yeah, probably on day 2, day 3, you're going to see a fall off of players. And I noticed that when it's around 300 people in a zone, which is that's still huge. Like if you compare it to like other MMOs, a single zone usually has on a high level like 100 people, you know. When it drops down to 300, I feel like they did a really good job optimizing it. But I listened to A Loving Robot. He's one of the lead devs, and he said that they actually just hired or brought a guy on. He's a programmer that focuses just on optimization. So, and what's crazy is, like, I could tell you stories about lag, persnickety. I was on a playtest a year ago, and I was literally barely getting 30 FPS. Like, it was horrendous, and that was like with 100 people in the zone. So they went from 30 FPS with 100 people in a zone to 500 people in a zone, and you're still able to get like 50 to 60, depending on everyone's setup is different. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I hope it works out for you, man. That's totally fine. And good feedback, by the way, because they need to know this stuff. You know, you can even go on their Discord and be like, hey, these are my specs. This is my personal experience. You know, show them a screen clip and just share that, because that's data they need so that they can optimize and make the game better. Persnickety said, I may try today. I read that. Skullcat, I decided to roll a fresh elf now that Phalandrala is getting more fleshed out. No lag issues there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Persnickety, Phalandrala is the Wood Elf Tree City, and there's less people there. But it used to be not even worth making that your starting zone because there were still limited NPCs and everything. But I hear that they're really the city is like really coming together. So that's Skullcat. Thank you for sharing that info. I might do the same thing. Skullcat said Night Harbor can definitely get pretty laggy. Oh, 100%. Doesn't matter how good your PC is until they optimize it. You know, it's gonna be laggy, because I'm not pretending like it's not laggy for me too. It is. It's just the worst it's gotten is like maybe drop down to like 50 FPS. But I'm telling you right now, the number one tip is /hide corpse space PC. It literally boosted it by 10 FPS just from that little command. Persnickety said, okay, I will give that a try. J. Michael said, I feel like the chunky art style has promise, but it hasn't quite hit its mark yet. Do we know how close they are to being dialed in yet? Are they still developing their artistic style? I would say, first of all, I'm never going to speak for them. ZBrushed, Zukin, or the other art people that do the concept art, I think they know exactly what they're going for. But I think they're going to keep tweaking it. Like, it's a low poly art style, but that doesn't mean that this rock is final. I've actually seen iterations of this texture where it used to be even more plain and boring. The goal is to do a painted low poly art style, and this, I believe, could change in the future. The sand might change. I mean, just to give you a recent example, ZBrushed, which is one of the designers, this is the updated Wood Elf face, and obviously there's got to be more customization. All of this armor is hand painted, so this is definitely the art style they're going for. The difference between now and a year from now is you're going to see a lot more variation, a lot more depth, right? I don't want to make comparisons to World of Warcraft, but here's what I'll say about World of Warcraft. I absolutely loved not the style, but the level of detail. You would go into a dungeon in World of Warcraft and it would feel so fleshed out. You could walk up to a wall and you can see how they painted some kind of insignia, and around that insignia it was gold encrusted spikes or something like that, with something around that and then something around that. And when you look at it, you're like, dude, this is a work of freaking art. This looks like concept art, like brought to life. I feel like that's what they're going for, bringing concept art to life. So they have Goblin. He does the concept art. I think it's Goblin. I get everyone's names confused sometimes just because there's so many. Like, there's no superstar on the Monsters and Memories in team. Like, every single one of them is unique and a superstar in their own right. So sometimes I get names mixed up, but they are taking like the freaking concept art and really trying to bring it to life. And matter of fact, just I know I'm kind of all over the place tonight, but let me prove it. So this right here, this is their concept art. This is some of it, not all of it. Look at these deep dwarves. Like, all of this is stuff that they're gonna bring to life. Or already have. This looks like the dwarves we already have in game. This is Night Harbor. So there's a lot, and see, there's actual sketches of, I mean, this is gonna be in game, you know, but it's gonna be with the art style we're using right now. And I really recommend you follow the project. Like different types of, if you go to updates, they post these major and minor updates. So this is a minor update. This is just going over the alpha test, but here's a major update from May and June 2025. And if you scroll down here, you'll get all the latest concept art. So this looks like some kind of underground city. Look at that. See the iterations? I really kind of want to make this larger for y'all. There you go. So it's really cool. And you see all this. I mean, I can see all of these designs painted in, and these are the deep elves. And you can tell, so these are just icons, right? So you have a new backpack. This is what it looks like in game, right? So they're making each icon individually painted, right? So let me see here. I'll give you an example. And then this is the final project. Again, this is not the same exact backpack. But yeah, so to answer your question, it's definitely the art style they're going for. But there's going to be a lot of iteration, especially with the way the players look like. I mean, like I said, ZBrush, one of the artists for Eminem, he jumped on the stream and he was like, how do you like the new faces? I didn't even know they updated it. So, and it looked really good. Alright guys, I need to get out of here. I mean, off of this island, because I want to go do some more exploring, and you guys are distracting me. I'm just kidding. Keep distracting me. I'd rather be talking to you guys than talking to myself. Okay, we'll give it a try. Yeah. Skullcat said, I still barely got it. Oh god, no! What the heck? Oh! Oh no! I looked away at chat for 2 seconds. What the freaking A? Look at my health, my dude. Oh, I'm so done. Why? Oh my gosh. I have no idea how I'm gonna get myself out of this one. I literally don't know what to do. Oh, Zukin said rip. Okay. Maybe if I run up here. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Watch me fall down the stairs. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Chat, you guys killed me. I literally was just trying to catch up on chat. I didn't know that was... Oh my gosh. Well, look, the good news is now we're going to be able to test out Night Harbor to see if it's as laggy as... Well, I'm not questioning you personally, Kitty, but I want to see how laggy it is. But then again, my case study is different than yours because it's very late at night and there are probably not a lot of people online. Well, at least I'm not the only one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 other people that died. Alright, let's see what my FPS is. So, yeah, I'm still getting about 60 FPS. But, again, there's like probably only 200 people in the zone. Yeah, 157. So... well... Alright, it's Majestic said LOL. Skullcat, we got him. Michael Old said, sorry, do they train to zone? They do, but how am I gonna get to a zone line when I'm literally on an island, right? That's the main issue. Zukin said, Sculpt said, headed to bed. Sorry that they got you, man. Sudden faction shift in there. No, I loved it. I love it, dude. Yeah, it's one thing to recognize it's like, at the end of the day, it's a video game. You can't get mad at a video game. But if anything, I like that kind of stuff because it makes the world feel alive, you know? When I can just blindly run anywhere I want and know that I'm invincible, unless it's like a monster, that's no fun. Like, understanding that there's different factions, different cults, different guilds, different humanoid NPCs that may or may not be friendly, and I need to watch to see. I basically need to know what hood am I in, what part of town. Is this a part of town that's going to be friendly to me or not? But Zukin, you have a great night, man. Thank you for being here with me, doing what you're doing, but also hanging out. This guy's name is Molakul. Molakul means milk. All right, let me. I noticed I still have my spells. That's interesting. I thought they. Oh, I'm not a spellcaster. I'm a bard. I'm like, well, hey. Head into bed. Sorry, they got you, man. Skullcat said I'm taking off as well. Good luck with your corpse run. Goblin said, oh yeah, there's Goblin. Goblin said, after years of this, you'll know it all. You'll know it all and can share the knowledge. Yeah, no, this is the best part of it. When you don't even know everything and you're just learning. I mean, there's gonna come a time when I'm gonna be so well versed in this. This is still my early stage. And I promise I'm not bailing, but I'm probably going to call it a night too. I'm not being a corpse run coward. I'm just looking at the time and it's 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, 4:30 in the morning. Look, if you guys don't believe me, /time. It says the game time is 2 a.m. Earth time is 4:30 a.m. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head, meow. I'm going to head to the docks right now, and I'm gonna wait for the boat. And tomorrow, when we come back, we're gonna do a couple things. I'm actually tempted to try a druid, but if any of you guys have any feedback, just go in the comment section and let me know. Do you think I should continue playing my bard and just go all in and try to get them to like level 15, 16, 17 and beyond? Or are you guys curious in my favorite class, the druid, and we can have some adventures with Dracos, the wood elf druid, and we can actually start in the elven city. So don't answer now, or you can, I don't care. Think about it. I personally want to do a wood elf druid, but just as much as I want to do that, I wouldn't mind continuing with the bard and seeing where we can take this adventure. So if you have any, and you know what, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna write a comment after this video is uploaded, and I'm gonna pin my comment, and it's gonna say, next stream, do we continue with the Bard and go on some adventures after I get my corpse? Or should I start my Wood Elf Druid adventures with Dracos the Wood Elf Druid? And by the way, I might just log on really quick while I'm doing some work and do the corpse run off stream, because I really want to make the most of this playtest. So when I do play, that way I can explore and see what's going on. You can hear the raspiness in my voice because I'm like ready to pass out. Majestic said, "Damn, that's epic, bro. It's 6:30 p.m. Australia. Big night ahead. I'm excited for you, man. This is definitely dope. And I do like the updated fire effects that they did. Alright, we're gonna camp out by this fisher woman. Alright. Alright, before I go, thank you for hanging out with me. I know it's super late, but got some stuff I needed to get done. And right now I need to get some sleep. So I will see you guys on day 2. Enjoy the 7-day playtest from September 1st to September 7th. And I'll see you on the next one, I guess. Peace.